Okay, test one. Oh, there we go. That was Romero. Yeah, he's texting me. Romero's texting me right now. Forget it. I don't need to test. I do. I better damn well do a test. I'll put this in the part of the video, but I'm gonna take a cut, test the audio by watching this section and making sure everything is clean and clear. Mr. Clean, easy breezy cover girl. Give me a second. All right, it's fine. It's clean, like I thought. Romero texted me. I'm a little bit sick right now. I'm fully all the way sick right now. My boy Alec is in town. He's moving here. He was in PDX. He was in Portland, Oregon, like a week ago or so. He was living in Reno for a while and didn't like it. Go figure. And before that, he was traveling. He was in Australia. He was in Thailand. He was playing soccer in Australia. We were in Florida together, Texas, selling solar panels. But at some point, you know, he quit the solar gig while we were in Florida, and I quit not long after him. Actually, it was a little while. Like, so I guess timeline-wise, Alec was living in San Marcos, Texas, a little college town. He was loving it. He was doing Uber and picking up mad chicks, and from picking them up and driving around and like getting their numbers. And I love it. And then he's like, that's the main reason I even do Uber. Is fucking me girls. And he fucking a second. Let's fill up my water bottle. You gotta get spring water, dude. You gotta go to the grocery store and get fresh spring water. I was telling Alec, he reached for a gallon that was distilled water, and I was like, no, dog, you gotta get spring water, dude. Get some spring water. It's the same price. It's the same price, bro. And it's the best water you could get. You don't want to drink tap water because that is recycled sewage. Straight up, it's just they take sewage, run it through a water processing plant, separate all the poop and pee, I guess, as best they can, or entirely. I don't know. Nonetheless, that's disgusting. And they then they put fluoride in it, and that's not a myth. That's real. And they say that it's for your teeth. Same reason as they say they would put fluoride in the toothpaste and give it to you at the dentist. But fluoride is a poison. On the back of a non-fluoride-free tube of toothpaste, it will say, call the Poison Control Center if you swallow more than a pea-sized amount of this. And that's like for little kids, you know, so that's not cool. But the real reason is because, like I was saying in my last video, dude, fluoride is a poison among all the other poisons that they, you know, feed to us in processed foods and in our hygiene products, heavy metals, parabens, dyes. Did you know that red food coloring is, they make that from cockroach and cochineal insects' blood? Like, once I saw a video, I've seen pictures of big vats of fluoride in the water processing plants, and I've seen a video of a motherfucker in a factory with a big giant vat the size of like fucking a car, and in it it's just like filled up to the brim with cockroaches, and they're like turning around like a fucking witch in a cauldron, dude, crushing them up. And that's what you're drinking, and that's what you're eating. When you eat hot Cheetos, that's what you're eating. When you drink red Gatorade, that's what you're drinking. Disgusting cockroach blood. That's red food dye. That's real. Anyways, groundwater, fucking spring water, dog. Spring water. This is like $2.50 for this. The fucking gallon of Crystal Geyser is my favorite because that's like less than $2. And it's just absolutely gas and delicious and clean and clear and delicious. you absolutely want to be drinking spring water. It's just water straight from the ground. Straight out of the ground. From the mountains, dude. From the alpines, from the, wherever they go to get it. They just drill it right into the ground with the well or whatever. Pull it right up from the ground. Fresh, pure, totally clean, completely pure spring water, dude. That's what you want to be drinking. So take it from me, Machinelum Ghost. By the way, welcome to the channel. Thanks for coming. This is my weekly vlog where I just talk about my journey as a creator, what it's like making YouTube videos, and just talk about my life. It's a vlog. It's just a personal vlog style podcast, solo podcast. Sometimes I have guests. It's been a while since I've done that. I might just put that into a whole new playlist when I start doing that again. I'm going to. My good friend Katusha Roberts lives here in LA. She's an actress. She's girls on IMDb, dog. She's on IMDb. She's legit. She wants to do episodes with me. I want to get the twins on here, Natasha and Chantal and Veronica I want to have on. These are the girls I'd sold solar with for a long time. They're very, very good friends. And my bros, whoever, So I like to have guests. For a while, I was doing like video segments where I'd go on Instagram and look at really funny stuff. But it was kind of my fuckboy era when I was doing that. And I could get into doing something like that again. But I don't know. I'm really enjoying just like solo vlog. Just talking about my life, and I talk about my life and like what's going on. Every week, you can count on. If it's the last thing I do, dude, once per week, every Monday, I want to make your Monday a little bit better and give you something to look forward to on the least favorite day of the week, Mondays. Garfield's Mondays, baby. So Mondays are the day that I drop my vlog and a companion slideshow post on my Instagram, which is linked in my bio here on my channel. So you can go to the Instagram and I post an angels slideshow, just some like really cool heady pictures, angels themed every week. I'm a big fan of angels as a theme. That's part of the name Machinelum Ghost, okay? Machinelum is a word that I kind of created, I guess. Like I made it. I made that word from two Latin words, machina, machine, and angelum, angel. So essentially it's machine angel in Latin, Machinelum, ghost. And the ghost section of the name is inspired by Ghost in the Shell, or the Holy Ghost of the Holy Trinity. I am a Christian. I love Jesus. And that's what the name comes from. Okay, so you got the Holy Ghost, you got Ghost in the Shell, goes alongside the same theme as Deus Ex Machina, just the idea and the phrase of like a spirit in the machine, you know what I mean? Like, you think about this whole idea like Titans, and then gods, and then humans, and then machine, and it's just very interesting and fun to think about. And also, I'm dicking around with computers all day to make these videos, and I'm like, I was learning coding for a while. I've fallen off from that. I'm just so damn busy. Well, no, that's a poor excuse. I'm just so damn lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm fucking ripping, dude. I'm doing MMA. I'm doing Muay Thai every day. Almost like 5-6 days a week. I'm doing Muay Thai in the gym, at my gym. I pay like $180 a month, dog, for unlimited classes, unlimited access to the gym. I'm going to hit the heavy bag. I can be there all day, every day if I want. Yeah, it's expensive, but the value is there. And I am making YouTube videos. That's all I'm doing right now. So it's really, I fucking totally have time to get back on boot.dev. It's like this gamified coding learning website's totally rad, really awesome, and I wanted to learn coding to get a job in tech and like make a really good wage, maybe make some crazy app or game someday that like makes me totally rich. But I've fallen off of that lately. But they've made a big update since I was on. It's make it easier, something called Training Grounds, where you can like test your skills and stuff. And they updated some of the lessons and with feedback from users that I agreed with the feedback of the problems. Like some of the stuff is a little bit difficult for a couple reasons. I mean, obviously coding is insanely hard. But once you get over the learning curve at the beginning, it kind of all starts to click, from what I understand, and it feels that way doing it. Just like skateboarding. I'm a skateboarder, so I'll probably throw some skateboarding content on this channel soon. I want to put out a wisdom series where I just talk about the wisdom and knowledge that I have in my brain about life and things, because I got wisdom. I'm a wise guy. Wise guy. And I got gaming videos. I'm making a lot of gaming videos. So that is the funnest thing, the most accessible thing, relatable video series that I do is my gaming videos. So go take a look at those. I'm doing Skate 4, early access, Skate 4 videos, a really exciting Mirror's Edge Catalyst, first-person rooftops parkour. Super fucking sick game. Holds up really well in 2025. The graphics, the gameplay. That game, near perfect. My only complaint is the character design. You'll hear about it if you watch the video, but that is my only complaint. 9 out of 10, that game. The only point it loses is character design, unfortunately. That is very unfortunate because that game is a classic and a very near and dear to my heart. Played it growing up. Hanging out with Hannibal Vector, my co-creator here on YouTube. Tag him. And we grew up together. Best friends in high school, best friends now. And he fucking, he's in Washington State and he's making videos too. We're both making videos. We're both like new creators here on YouTube. So thanks again so much just for being here. I hope you have a good time. And so without further ado, let's get into what else is going on in my week. Look at these flowers. That's right. I bought these for Emily. You're going to hear a lot about my adventures and efforts with women. I guess that goes along with the Angels theme. I'm sick right now. Excuse me. Oh, gosh. You gotta get that shit out of your body. Don't swallow it. Don't swallow that stuff, man. If you're sick and you're coughing up nasty phlegm and stuff, disgusting mucus, disgusting green and brown, nasty, fucked up, nasty, gritty, disgusting, horrible, makes you grossed out, disgusting, gross mucus and phlegm and nasty, disgusting boogers from your throat, phlegm and disgusting phlegm. You're gonna want to spit it out. Don't swallow it. You need to get that shit out of your body, dog. Trust. That's how you get better. You know, just leave that stuff hanging out in your body. And go ahead and blow my nose too. Watch this. Watch me blow my nose, you guys. Watch. Machinelum Ghost blows his nose. Blowing my nose on Machinelum Ghost. Weekly vlog. Here we go. It is going to be crazy. Everybody watch me blow my nose. I'm going to blow my nose on Machinelum Ghost. The weekly vlog. Machinelum Ghost vlog on weekly Ghost Machinelum nose vlog blowing. Watch Ghost Machinelum. I'm going to blow my nose. Here I go. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I'm going to be careful, but I'm going to need your support as you watch along as I blow my nose. Here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm overthinking it. Just do it, bro. Just do it. Nike, just do it. Nike, you can do this. You can do Ah! 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 Oh, yeah. Okay. That feels better. That is a little bit better. I didn't get very good sleep last night because disgusting, nasty, fucking phlegm and boogers and runny, nasty booger water was just fucking pouring out of my fucking face all goddamn night. Gosh dang night. Excuse me. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain, because he will not render him guiltless who takes his name in vain. The second part of that I heard in a Bible study I was watching on YouTube this morning. I like to put on Bible study like some nice old person reading you the Bible and breaking it down for you, or like a little sermon, like a little 30-minute to hour-long sermon I'll throw on the TV every now and then, like this guy, Dr. Dr. David Jeremiah, my grandma really liked. So if you want to know a good sermon, even if you're not Christian, if you can be open-minded a little bit and just kind of listen to people read you the Bible, like it's really nice, dude. Like it really helps your brain. It helped me quit masturbating and jacking off. Because I'm not totally quit, but I don't do it as much. I do. The more I listen to the Bible, the less I do it, dude. And like people are not really doing that as much these days. You know what I mean? Like that side of the world, I think, is kind of starting to get over that, dude. That's like for little babies, dude. For little kids, dog. That's for little 13-year-old little fucking snot nosed little fucking little idiots, dude. That's just not for grown ups, dude. Just sitting around jacking off, beating your meat like a fucking weirdo, dude. What are you doing, dog? Come on, let's grow up from that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. They used to say you grow hair on the backs of your hands from that. How have we come so far in such a short time? Only like one generation ago, they were like, don't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. You're going to try to tell you you're going to grow hair on your hands if you do that and keep you from doing it. But now it's like, it's like, here you go. Like, it's almost like fucking, they're going to give you $10 as soon as the first time you're going to get find money under your pillow. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus, bro. It's not good, dude. It's not cool. So, I bought these flowers for Emily, and I went to her house. Emily is a girl that I dated. I took her on a few dates like a few months ago, and I fucking like was a fucking huge scrub, and I split the meal with her. And that's not that bad. But what was really bad was like, oh, I gotta pay you in a couple of days for my half of the day of the bill, and like, like $150 bill for dinner and a movie or whatever we did, and that happened like 3 times in a row. I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I gotta pay you in a few days, and like, so it'd take like a week, and then send her my half. So embarrassing, dude. Oh, but she was. And so, like, after, 3 times of that, we went on a date, and then, it happened once. I was like, it's okay if I pay? She's like, fine. We came home, and, she stayed the night, and then after, the second date, she didn't even come home with me. And I was like, what happened? What's wrong? Why didn't she even want to come over after the date? That sucks. And then, she did. And then the third time, she's just stopped fucking with me. And so then I went over to her house one day, and I was bringing her something or whatever. And she gave me some soup to take home because she didn't want it. It was from her diet plan that comes in the mail. And she's like, I don't want these ones. Do you want them? I was like, sure. She's like, just bring the jars back because I get to turn them back in for $1. And then I brought them home, and I never even ate them because it looked gross, this Diet Girl food. I thought I would eat it, and I was like, free food! And, and then I did never eat them. And then I just fucking threw them away. I was like, fuck this bitch. Just ghosted me, don't go out with me anymore, doesn't like me for no reason. And then I threw them away and didn't return her jars. And one day she saw me, and she was like, hi. And I could tell she was pissed about the jars. I was like, fucking hell, dude. And then I realized, and then I fucking, fucking retard, my retard light bulb went off in my head. It was like, oh, I understand why she fucking stopped fucking with me, because I'm a fucking broke loser. I fucking can't even pay for my half of the date. I can't even do that. I have to fucking take a week to send you the money. No, that's not romantic. That's not attractive. That's a fucking turn off. That's ridiculous, dude. By the way, get out of here, bug. I know you're a homeboy, okay? You're a little guy. You have a soul. You are another kindred spirit. You are a piece of the unified field as much as I or anyone else, bug or fly. But you're nasty, and you're annoying, buzzing around in my face. That is the nature of the relationship between you and I, nonetheless, bug. So bug off, please. I killed an ant on accident in my bathroom, and I felt fucking horrible. And ever since then, it really made me shift my perspective about an argument, I guess more of a discussion, a debate that Hannibal Vector and I were having, as we very often do. We really get at it. We just get so damn passionate about our distinct points of view when we talk. And we were having a debate about killing spiders in your house. And I was like, man, Jesus gives me the authority to stomp on scorpions and spiders, dude. And it was like, that's like a silly equivalency to draw a little bit. And I was like, man, yeah, but you're not allowed to be in my house, bro. I'll squish you. I don't give a shit. I don't feel bad about it. I shouldn't feel bad about it. And he was like, well, one spider just ripped across my floor. And I just instantly squished him and felt bad about it instead of just like putting him in a cup, taking him outside. Like relocate. He didn't have to die. Because imagine you're that spider, and you're like sitting in the corner and you see the giant. You're like, it's cold out there and I made it into this place. There is a giant here, so I gotta be careful, but I can live in the nooks and the crannies and be warm with my spider family. And I need to go across the room right now to get some of this fucking, to go get a bug, bring it to my kid, my little spider baby, and I can't get spotted by the giant, but I have to do this. Okay, gotta do it. Just nut up, just do it. Go! And then... And then he's ripping, and then boom, he just gets fucking smoked, Like, imagine if that was you. Imagine you're like, what if you're in fucking war, and you're in World War I, and you're like, I gotta go across the trenches. I gotta do it. I have to get to the trenches and back. Okay, here we go. Okay, just do it. Just do it. You can make it. You can go. And you just get smoked. That's fucked up, dude. And like I said, I saw the Jane Goodall on Instagram just the other day. She was like, I was in the jungle and a fly, this beautiful little fly full of crazy cool colors, landed on my kneecap. And I thought, because of conditioning and growing up, I think this is a bug, this is a fly, this is a gross guy. But that's all just societal conditioning. I'm paraphrasing here, clearly. But, like I was saying a moment ago, that's where I got that from, dude. And it's like, yeah, no. And then, but again, during the argument, he said all that stuff, and still I was like, I don't know, bro. I'm fucking a spider. You're not supposed to be in my house. You're not supposed to get spotted by me, dude. And fucking blah, 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 blah. If it's like a black widow, or you see some big motherfucker, you see some big old wolf spider or something, it's like, yeah, dude. Couldn't smoke that motherfucker. Like, sorry, but I can't have something dangerous living in my space, something that could fucking bite and poison me, like that. I just is not safe, dude. Like, that has to go. I'm not gonna fucking even relocate. You can't dick around with fucking putting that in a cup. It could bite you and that could kill you. So it's like, you see something like that, sure, fucking murk that thing. Don't feel bad about, maybe feel bad, but like still definitely, absolutely murked, That's what you gotta do for that. But if it's just a little fucking spidey, just some spider, it's like, ooh, But also, along this note, I learned that the only innate fears that people, humans, are born with are falling from height and loud noises. Because when we were babies, that's the stuff that scared us. If you fell down or you got dropped, you learned to be afraid of that because it hurt, and loud noises scared you ever since you were a baby as well. After that, every single fear that a person has comes from conditioning, comes from growing up and learning those fears. The only innate fears that we have, I guess even those are learned, because you got to learn them if you fall down or... But the loud noises thing, I'm not sure, but I read a thing. The only innate fears, the fears we're born with, essentially, is what it was saying, is falling from height and loud noises. After that, everything else, spiders included. So, like, if you didn't ever learn that spiders were scary, like, you wouldn't see one and think, ugh, you'd just be like, what's up? That's a spider. It's another one of God's creatures. It's just like me. So, anyways, after the argument, though, I had ants in my bathroom. I think the ants are from my hamster's poops, because my hamster has free range and he rips all over the floor at nighttime. And he loves the bathroom. He goes in the bathroom and he rips around. I clean up his poops, like every day. I'm gonna find them, but some of them I miss and you know what I mean, and hang around and see. And I don't have food laying around the floor, so I'm like, I think that's what's bringing the ants. There's not very many of them, but it's hard to get rid of them, and I think this is why. So, gross, Brian. You have hamster poop all over your room. You disgusting hamster shit all over your disgusting floor in your disgusting room. You're a disgusting garbage person with disgusting bugs flying around in your fucking disgusting life. What sort of a fucking disgusting trash garbage monster is this person? No, there's just a little bit of one teeny tiny hamster poop. There's ants, okay? And I accidentally killed one, but for a while I was killing them every time I saw them. I was like, "Ah! You all are gonna figure out you're not allowed to be here. Gung, 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 gung." So I'm gonna murk that motherfucker. I'll kill it. Now I feel really bad because one of them I killed on accident. After I decided, I was like, maybe I won't just fucking kill these guys like it's the Holocaust. And one of them was on the rim of my toilet, and I shut the lid. And I was like, it won't hurt him because his space enough for an ant between the lid and him. But there is the little piece that connects. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 little pieces on the toilet that connect to this, that like will like touch, so it can like sit there. Just a little divot, the opposite of a divot, a bump. And when I shut the toilet, it seemed I was like, I pushed it hard, and I was like, it's because he's gonna be fine. But really, in the back of my mind, it was like, because I hope he's under the part that gets him. And I was like, that was in the back. That was like, that wasn't in the forefront of my brain, but that was what it was for. And then later, I came and I lifted up the toilet seat, and there was a dead ant all squished up there. And I was like, oh, I did kill him. And I felt really bad when I killed one on accident. And ever since then, it's like, you know what, yeah. And it's just another buddy, dude. Like, what if I was that ant? What if I were that ant ripping around trying to find food for my ant bros and my ant family, dude, and I just get fucking smoked for no good goddamn reason, gosh dang reason. Okay? What the heck, dude? Come on, bro. And also, I've been trying to get closer to God lately. Quit stealing. I used to be such a dang gremlin, dude. Just such a damn gremlin. Absolute gargoyle. Freaking vampire monster, dude. Just an animal, dude. I'm doing ketamine every day and going to clubs all the time. All I wanted to do was party and do fucking stupid drugs. And I thought that was what I needed to do to be cool, which is like, who's watching? Even if it is what makes you cool, who the hell is watching? And it's not what makes you cool. All the coolest people I know show up on time, don't respond to negativity, work hard, go to bed early for the most part. You know what I'm talking about? It's hip to be square, son. It's hip to be square. Working out most every day. So it is. It's hip to be square, dude. All this coolest, most people I respect the most are fit and sober. And I'm sober now. And it feels good. I did have a glass of wine at the bar last night. But that was the first time I had something to drink in like months. And I don't smoke pot anymore. Definitely don't do ketamine or drugs at all ever. I mean, once on a weekend, like once a month maybe, I'll say I'll go out and drink a glass of wine at the bar, at a wine bar, or like a shot of mezcal. If you don't know what mezcal is, it's tequila that has been smoked underground with agave in the desert. They bury it in a hole with some agave and they smoke that shit. It's fucking smoky and delicious and like a real clean, drunk that you get the sensation. You take like a shot. It's like a real clean, delicious, fantastic liquor. It's my favorite liquor, far and away. So if I want to drink, I'll take like a shot of mezcal or drink some red wine. I don't want beer and all the calories. I don't want white wine because I'm not a bitch. I'm not a fucking nerd. I'm not some fucking nerd. I'm not a grandma. My grandma liked white wine. I like red wine, dude. I like this is a good time to bring up some of the decorations I was able to put today. Today I am doing this in my living room, in my apartment, because what's cool is my boy Alec is in town, and he's moving here, and I'm letting him sleep on this couch here, and paying me, just helping me with rent essentially while I let him sleep on the couch. I'm technically not even supposed to have guests for more than 3 nights. It's only been like 3 days so far, and I'm technically supposed to tell the management about it if they stay past 3 nights. But what are they going to say? Like, oh, you get 3 more nights, you know? Like, he needs longer than that, you know, to find a place and a job and all of that. And I'm technically letting him sleep in this bedroom. Technically, we're doing that, and I'll show you. I'll put it on the screen right now. Oh, wait, let me do that again. Wait. This is the room I'm going to show you, and this is the whole apartment. And what's cool is Alec and I essentially have this whole place to ourselves right now. I'm supposed to have fucking 5 roommates for a total of 6 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms in a big old fucking dorm style apartment. It's called co-living, but I don't like that because it sounds like some weird halfway home shit or something. Co-living, terrible name. It sounds like a weird hostel or halfway home or fucking AFC home shit. Like, I don't fucking know, dude. It's like some weird. I hate that name. I call it co-studios because it sounds a lot better or something. Because it's kind of like, it's almost like each room is its own studio because every room is a master bedroom, has its own bathroom, but it doesn't have a kitchen. It just doesn't make sense either. But I said that to the girl in the elevator. She's like, yeah, but co-studios doesn't make sense. I was like, I know, bitch. You know, but anyways, we totally fucking sick because I only have 2 roommates and they're never fucking here. It's just me and Alec. That's Rory's room. That fool's almost rarely ever here. He comes home in the evening like once a week. And I think he's just staying at his girl's house all the time because he's got a girlfriend out in like fucking San Clarita or some shit, I think. And then this is Riley's room. And she's never here either. And she has a girlfriend too. She's probably at her girlfriend's house too because I barely ever see her. I think both of these people are just always at their girlfriend's house. They probably have a fucking house and just stay there 90% of the time. They come here like once a week to pick up fucking mail. And so that's it. Everyone else, Dash has moved out. Addie has moved out. Manny has moved out. So it's just me, Rory, Riley, and my boy Alec now. And this two are never here. And me and Alec essentially the same place ourselves. And then they had to do maintenance on my shower because the leak started and it was going down. And they had to open Manny's old room for me so I could use this shower. So we have this fucking room available. Fucking Alec and Alec use this room. Don't tell anybody. Shh. Fuck them. Not really fucking supposed to do that, but we're just fucking low key. Not gonna fucking hurt anything. You know, it won't be forever. All right, let's get back to the show. Okay, there you go. You saw that. So that's a little skeevy little deal we got going on that we're doing. Oh shit, he's back. What up, fool? There he is. Speak of the devil, and he's also up here. What up, bitch? Dude, come say what up to the vlog, dude. I was literally just talking about you for my vlog, and you showed up, dude.
What up, vlog?
Here.
What up, vlog? How you doing? You like frogs?
Frog vlog?
Frog log.
Vlog. Okay, dude. Okay, good one.
I was at the Planet Fitness and I hit the lunk alarm because I was frog hogging it.
Oh, dude, dude. So yeah, he brought a little bit of a bug sickness with him. It's not his fault, but now I'm sick too. We're sick. We're a couple of sick dicks, a couple of sick blicks, a couple of frog log with a dog, pulling a lunk alarm, sick boys. It's all right. Here's what it is. So fucking. What's cool is I don't know. Now I've kind of lost my train of thought. I was talking about. I'm gonna drink some water. Everybody drink some water with me. Everybody get some water. If it's spring water, that's best. Everybody go get some water. If you don't have water, go get some. Try not to put Mio in it or any silly sugary stuff like that if you don't absolutely have to. If it's spring water, you're probably going to have an easier time drinking it without Mio or something sugary because spring water is delicious because it's just clean and pure and tastes like delicious water. It doesn't taste weird. You know, I think that maybe is, I used to think water is not that good. Like, I don't want to drink water. If I want to drink water, I got to put some sort of powder or sugary bullshit with fucking poisons in it, you know, to be able to drink it, dude. So, you know, like, you don't need to. And it'd probably make it easier to drink if it's spring water. Any other water, it doesn't taste as good as spring water, dude. Trust me, dude. If you don't have water, go get it. If you do, drink some water to me right now. Go. Okay. Now, sometimes another thing I do is like take a deep breaths break because it's always good to breathe. So now that we had some water, now let's breathe. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. You're going to exhale with me, okay? We're going to blow all your air out. We're going to take a big deep breath. Ready? Blow it all out. Hold it for a second. And inhale through your nose. Big, full, slow, complete, deep breath. And hold it. And now breathe out through your pursed lips. Slow. Hold. And inhale. Hold it. We're going to push it out. Push lips. Breathe out. Okay, what was that? 2? Might have been 3. I don't know. It's easy to lose count. It's weird. Go again. Inhale. Do it with me now. Out. Doesn't that feel nice? Okay, 2 more. Hold it. And breathe out. Okay, last one. Breathe in through your nose. Hold. And exhale through your pursed lips. That's very nice. Oh, yeah. That's very nice. Now, I came up with this idea while we were doing that. I am going to set a 60 seconds timer. Okay? Literally 60 seconds. And we are going to meditate. 60 seconds only. And what you're going to do for 60 seconds is simply you're going to Alec's about to play FIFA. It's lit, dog. We've been playing FIFA. We've been playing Mortal Kombat. We've been playing some Tekken. Alec doesn't want to talk about that because I fucking stomp him at Tekken every single time. But I deleted that game anyways, bro. So don't even worry, dog. Because it was taking up space and I wanted to put a new game on. No, it's fucking awesome. When you suck at it, I'm good. But it doesn't matter because he beats me at FIFA, like slaps me around like a bitch at fucking FIFA every single time. I beat him one time at FIFA, and he was in handicapped because he picked a fucking MLS dog water team, and I was Real Madrid. And he also got like 3 red cards. So I beat him that time. And he said he was still trying. But you were handicapped as hell. But I fucking felt really good about that. I felt so good, in fact, that I jumped up and down the hallway like a maniac celebrating, and I scraped my knee on the wall or the floor or something and like busted it open. So I got this Band-Aid. And now but I usually win at Mortal Kombat. No, I don't beat him as bad as he beats me at FIFA at any game. At any single game. But I still win most of the time in fighting games. So that feels good, for God's sake. So, anyways, now we were going to meditate. Okay, so let me just, is it okay if I turn this down a little bit? I don't even got to mute it. So, we're going to meditate. Do you want to meditate for 60 seconds with us? Sure. Okay. Now, what you're going to do, everybody, is we're going to just clear your mind, think about nothing, think about your breath. Just follow your breath, and if you want to look at something with your eyes closed, what the monks do is they look at the little lights that like warble through your vision while your eyes are closed. You can follow those weird warbly lights that happen with your eyes, and just follow your breath. Think about breathing in and breathing out. And any other sort of external thought that passes through your brain is a cloud passing by a mountain. It comes, but it goes. It doesn't stick around. We're not jumping down the rabbit holes. If a thought comes into your brain, that's fine, but release and return to your breath. Okay, so we're going to go starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And starting the timer, close your eyes, follow your breath, and meditate. Okay. Here we go. Okay, see, that was even quicker than we thought. It came up, that felt like 10 seconds. Straight up. Did that not feel like 10 seconds? It was 60, dog. 60 whole seconds. Alec didn't do it because his game started. That's fine. That's understandable. You can't meditate for 60 seconds while you're on an online game of FIFA. It doesn't make sense.
I was meditating, bro.
You were meditating on this game of soccer.
I was with you.
You don't have to be defensive, man. You weren't closing your eyes. Okay. These flowers I was going to give to Emily, okay, right? Because she is beautiful and pretty and super fucking sexy and hot. And I'm salivating just thinking about her. Oh, brother. Whatever. I was going to bring in these flowers because, like I was saying before, I took her out, and then I was a scrub, and then she was not fucking talking to me. And then I saw her one day. After I texted her, I texted her after the thing with the jars, right? Because I was like, I didn't return her jars because I was pissed that she was ghosting me because I couldn't understand why. And then I figured it out because I was a dumb idiot scrub with not fucking money. And then, this girl works 2 jobs and has this husky that she's like a grown up. For God's sake, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to fucking become. Freaking hell. Trying to turn my life around lately. I got a trial shift at the UPS store right across the street from my house, which is good because my fucking car broke down because I ran over a fucking road cone. But what kind of fucking road cone totals your car? For God's sake, it's just like, dude, I realized like that was God telling me I got to take better care of my stuff, dude. I got to take care of my stuff that I have. Keep it and take good freaking care of it and be careful with it. Not do stupid shit that could potentially damage it, even if it's unlikely, because it can. And guess what? It freaking did, dude. And I had like Hannibal Vector tells me, he's like, dude, if you were to just hang on to your stuff that you have and care more about it and not just like fucking throw it out the window for no gosh dang reason, just throw it into the breeze because you're gonna get $80. Like, oh, I could use this $80 right now and fucking sell my Nintendo Switch. Well, guess what? If I didn't do that, I would still have a freaking Nintendo Switch and be able to play Smash Bros with Hannibal Vector and make sick videos about that and shit. But instead I had $80 that I spent in fucking less than 24 hours. So really stupid, not worth it. And I mean, along that note, I have these cool freaking skate boxes. I got a skate box and a ramp right over there. I'll put it on the screen. And they're really sick. And I haven't even skated them yet. And I was thinking about selling those to, add money to my freaking dual sport bike fund. Dual sport, like a Kawasaki KLR, is what I used to have. I had one, and it was the 650. It was like 500 pounds full of gas. That thing was totally freaking rad. Big bad boy. I'd rip it all over LA, up and down curbs, whatever I want, cutting through traffic. Freaking hour drive turns into 20 minutes, and just totally rad for LA. You save a ton of money on gas, park it real easy, right in front of the grocery store door, like on the sidewalk, like 10 feet from the store. You see motorcycles parked like that, and nobody says boo, because they're like, okay, this guy's a total freaking badass, rides around on a motorcycle, he can do whatever he wants. And so anyways, I was thinking about, I'm gonna buy a dual sport. I'm saving up for another dual sport since I sold my freaking broken down car. And so I'm going to get another dual sport. I was going to get just a dirt bike, but it's not street legal. Dirt bike's not street legal. You can't make them street legal, but a dual sport is the only thing that's going to be street legal. And so I was thinking about selling these freaking boxes, but I'm like, I bought them for like $30 at a yard sale. Haven't even skated them yet. And what I'm going to do, I get freaking less than $100 for it to put in the fucking fund for something that's going to cost $5,000. Like, dude, not worth it. It is infinitely more worth it to keep them and skate them. Even if it's 2 years from now until I do it, it's more worth it to just hold on to them and keep the thing than have cyclical money, dude. It's so stupid, dude. And I've just done it over and over and over again with PlayStations and Xboxes and swords and freaking cool stuff and cars. I would have so much cool freaking shit right now if I cared about my stuff. So that's another big part of freaking turning into a freaking adult, is like, take care of your freaking stuff, Brian. So I'm not selling my box or my ramp. And it was a real big tangent. I was talking about Emily and the flowers and the bike and the I'm trying to finish the Emily story, dude, because I bought the flowers, these freaking flowers, dude, and they're real nice, dude, but I guess she doesn't fucking want them, or me, anymore. I don't give a shit, man. I gotta move forward, not backwards, dude. I already fucking dated this girl, so what the hell ever. She just is like a real good candidate for a girlfriend, so I was like, I could still be, I tried to text her and be like, you want to go out this week now? Because I saw her after the jars thing. After the jars thing, I sent her a text and it said, hey, I'm sorry about the jars. I was hurt, but I have a job now. Do you want to go back out again soon? I said, I have a job now, because I did at the time. I had a fucking job at a restaurant that I lost and got fired from. But now I've got a fucking new job, or I got the interview with the hiring manager. I passed that. I had passed my second interview with the owner, and now I have a trial shift on the 25th. They're going to let me work for 8 hours on the 25th, and if I don't fucking kick somebody's dog, I'm sure I'll get the job. So after that text message, when I had that thing in the job at the Poke Bowl shop that I've hated anyways, I texted Emily, I told her, and she didn't respond. But then I seen her in the street one day in front of my building. And I was like talking to her, catching up. And I was like, well, what are you doing tonight? Are you free? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, really? She was like, you know what? Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, sick. And then I realized, and this was like right after that happened was like right after I lost that freaking job. I finally saw her and got to have that talk. And then I was like, oh, cool, I can go out there tonight. And then I realized, oh, I still don't have money for the date, so I'm fucked. So I fucking texted her that day and was like, hey, I'm sorry, I forgot about my MMA class tonight. I'll just hit you up a little later on, okay? And so now is a little later on. And I texted her again and was like, hey, do you want to go out this week? You know, I'll pay for the freaking whole day. And I told her I bought you these flowers for your house to kind of just try to be like, look, I have fucking money. But she didn't respond. And it's like, it's okay. Like, she didn't before, and I saw her, and she's down to go out. So it's not like I'm like, oh, you didn't text me back. We're texting. I'm not freaking 13 anymore. Texting is stupid. You know, it's kind of a turn on if a girl doesn't give a shit about texting at this point, because I'm looking for grown-ups. So, I don't know. I texted her. She didn't text me back about that going out this week, or that I told her I got her the flowers. So I was like, maybe she's like, well, why don't you fucking bring them to me then, Mr. Boy? You know? And I went to her house, knocked on the door, and I told Alec, I was like, bro, life is really like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. You just never, like, the last of anything I could expect to fucking happen. Like, I knock on her door, and like someone opens it, and it's this lady I've never seen before, and it's this guy, this like chubby guy in a fucking cowboy hat. And they're like, she's got a camera set up. And there's another guy deep in the room on the couch with a cowboy hat on, too. There's two fucking weird looking, like, chubby dudes with fucking cowboy hats on. And some random woman I've never seen with a camera and taking cowboy hat pictures. And they're fucking out. It's like, what in the fuck? I was like, is Emily home? And the lady was like, I'll check. And she goes and knocks on Emily's door while she's doing that. Look out, like, you guys look like you're having fun. He was like, you know, a little bit. Oh, yeah, a little. And I was like, okay, dude. And then fucking, the lady comes, she's like, Emily says she's sleeping. And it was Sunday morning. So I was like, yeah, okay, I get it. That's no big deal. I'll check again this Sunday evening. So then I go back Sunday evening, and this, like, other fucking Asian boy I'd never seen answers the door. And I'm like, is Emily home? And he's like, Emery? I was like, yes, dude, Emily. And he was like, And I was like, that's her room back there. Can you, like, check? And he's like, okay. And he shuts the door. And then I wait a minute. And this old dude who is her roommate comes and opens the door instead. And I'm like, and he's like, what's going on? And I was like, is Emily home? He's like, no. I was like, okay. I was like, how are you doing, bro? He's like, oh, I'm good. I was like, okay, dude. And I left. And I was trying to bring her the flowers both of those times on Sunday morning and Sunday evening. That was my watch beeping telling me it's noon. I don't know if you heard that, but it's got a thing. I had that turned off for a while. Also, it's my watch says AM, but it's PM. And I need to rewatch this video telling me how to adjust that. I was freaking on my to-do list, pain in the neck. So, you know, that was just a whole fucking roller coaster. And now I'm like, do I really ever want to knock on her door again and fucking have some shithead and I'm standing there with flowers behind my back and they're looking at me like, what's behind your back? And I'm like, just wish Emily would answer the fucking door. And like, just like a shitty fucking experience, dude. Just trying to fucking give her these flowers and ask her out to dinner, and I feel like a fucking dork. I mean, fucking know, dude. Like I said, I could just move forward, not backwards. You know, Alec and I went out to hit on girls yesterday, and we had a blast. It's so fun. Like, Tinder is also like, bro. If like I was saying, like jacking off is something that the world can like kind of grow up from and like work on like eliminating. Which the Bible has helped me to do tremendously. I'm like, do it less and less. I'm like really like weeding it out, you know, like what's it called when you smoke cigarettes? Not cold turkey, but like wean off of it. So I'm weaning off of jerking off, and it's working. But the only reason is because I started reading and listening to the Bible and Bible study, because I saw a fucking pastor or preacher on a podcast clip. And he goes, how to destroy this evil. Like people want to quit masturbating, you can't. This is an evil that you cannot destroy. This is like we fight with principalities. We don't fight with people. We fight against principalities. There's a constant spiritual warfare going on for our mind, right? Like there's demons at war for your mind, and that is what's happening. Is they're getting through and using you when you're angry or fight with people or masturbate or do sins. This is demons. This is spirits. We are surrounded by spirits in this life, and they're at war for our minds and our souls. And masturbating is one of those sins, and it's one of those evils that it cannot be destroyed. It cannot be destroyed. Certainly not with your own power, but with the power of God, you can eliminate it from your mind. And so that's what the preacher was essentially saying, was like, the only thing to do. Yeah, baby! Woo! Nice goal. Golazo! Alex, 4-4. Normally he's stomping these fools because he's still he's in season 9 yet? 7? Okay, Alec is now in season 7 in FIFA 25, so the games are starting to get a little heated up. Usually you make it down to like season 2 before the fucking fighting it's destroyed by 12-year-old basement trolls, little nerds. Yeah. Well, Alec is really good at this game anyways. He's in season 7 now, and so now the games are starting to heat up a little bit. He's 4 for 4 with this fool. He just caught up at 4. Okay. He's doing really good. Oh! That was crazy as fuck, dude. Just had a little skirmish at the goalie and the fucking right at the goalie. That was hella scary. Good Lord in heaven. So the preacher was saying that. He's like, you just got to read the Bible. All you can do is start reading the Bible and listening to Bible study, dude. And if you do that, nice. Now he's so up by 1. Good job, buddy. So the preacher said, you cannot destroy this evil. It can't be done. It's not something that can happen. So if you want to quit masturbating, the only thing to do, you got to like start listening to the Bible, reading the Bible, and let the Holy Ghost into your mind. And I noticed, I was like, all right, let me fucking start fucking with that. And I did. And lo and behold, I fucking don't really masturbate anymore. Every now and then I break down. Like maybe once a week at this point, I break down and I'm like, shit, son of a bitch, and I did it. And it's like, whatever. But it's like less and less and less, dude. It's fucking awesome because it feels good. And because I noticed, I was like, okay, I get it. You don't even need to listen to passages that have to do with masturbation or jacking off or whatever from the Bible. I don't even know if there is that. But what happens is the more that I put into my mind God and Jesus, and even if you're not Christian, just good morals and being productive and all that good stuff. The more you fill your mind with that, the less room there is for lust. Okay? So that's been very productive, and like I was saying a minute ago, I really like lately to put, again, even if you're not Christian like me, it's great to put, Bible study on the TV in the background while you're hanging out, just like news. I like Fox News, whatever. It's where you get the news, bro. CNN. I don't fuck with CNN, but that's just me. I like Fox News, but like my grandma said, she was like, I don't care. It's where you get the news. I want to be informed. I don't want to just sit around and be a mushroom. I want to be informed. I want to know what's going on in the world, and I do too. I want to be at least informed. And Fox and in news channels is where you get the news, dude. I mean, you could be like, oh no, you should go to what Alex Jones, like what? I don't know what do you get the news from, dude? Like whatever, dude. I fuck with Fox News. Like I like to have the news on in the background in the morning and check the news, and I like to put Bible study on and stuff and feel productive, dude, and feel like I'm feeding my brain positive things, not just brain rot, TV. Constantly, or video games. Like video games, cool every now and then. Me and Alec playing a lot of video games lately. We're having a fucking blast. But we're also exercising and getting out in the world and meeting girls and getting numbers and getting jobs and like working hard on all kinds of different things. So like we have time for video games, dude. Yes. So got good freaking. What else, man? I'm at like 55 minutes and 55 seconds right at that. It's 5555, angel number, baby. Machinelum Ghost, thanks for coming. I hope you had a good time. Maybe you learned even a little bit about how to be more productive and healthy today, because that was like a real healthy episode. We did a little bit of meditating, did a little bit of breath work, and we drank some water together. And I just really hope people are... Oh, my God.
Oh, hey, guys. Bye.
See you later. See you next time. Machinelum Ghost. Please hit like and subscribe. Love you one another. Stay productive. Be healthy. Grow up. We're adults. See you next time. Peace out.